Welcome back to our session where we are going to talk a little bit more about making a responsible study and career choice. Last week we spoke about the steps to do exactly that, and I emphasized to you the critical importance of first deciding what career you would like to study one day before you can decide on a study program. Now, I asked you at the end of our session last week to complete a questionnaire. You went onto the website www.gostudy.net, and I believe you all did the questionnaire, you printed out the results, and then that you have it with you this afternoon. And the exciting part is exactly this, where we are going to interpret these results, and based on that, you are going to learn some things about yourself that you didn't even know, about your careers, what you are interested in, and which is going to make it much easier for you to decide exactly on a career one day. Now, I'm going to explain 3 examples because I can't individually look at all your results, but I think it will give you a good indication as how to interpret your own results. Let's look at our first example. In the first example, you will see this is of a student who completed this questionnaire, and on the left-hand side of the graph, you will see all the fields of interest and how this person has tested in each field. Now, in this particular case, his interest lies 80% in the educational and social support field. Now, it's a very broad field, and we will get to the detail later on. But it shows us that this child will be interested in a career maybe one day where they're going to work with people, supporting people, and within this field, you are going to get careers like education, but not only education, also things like psychology, occupational therapy, speech-language pathology, all those kind of careers where you are going to assist people in an educational way. Combined with that, you will also see that this person shows a high interest in sport. Now, there's a lot of careers in sport that you can do, for instance, sports psychology. In education, you can go into a sport field, you can do biokinetics, but if you look at the combination between educational and social support and his sport interest, it may well be that he's interested in something like sports psychology. Now, the management and planning field of interest, usually when that field is very high, we always have a look at where do you see this person's finance interest, for instance. But you will see his finance shows 0. Because usually when a person is interested in this field and finance also, it can show us towards a career in the field of economic and management, for instance, BCom accounting. But in this case, it may also mean that this person is someone who would like to be the boss one day, someone who would like to manage people, which is quite an excellent characteristic to have. So I think we are going to concentrate on the top ones, the educational support and social support field of interest. Let's look at a second example, totally different from our first person. Now, this person, main interest lies in information technology. Also a very broad field because you have people going into IT, in a programming kind of field of just application of programs. Usually when I see information technology at the top, I always have a look also where is this person's maths and science interest. And in this case, not very high, not showing at all. So a little bit of red lights when they should think about going into programming because you will need this maths and science. But in a program like publishing, etc., where you're going to work on computer systems, there's a lot of careers also that may be of interest to you. Secondly, 60% of its interest lies in marketing and sales. Now, that is often, together with the management and planning, which shows 40%, they're also showing us in the direction of a BCom program in the Faculty of Economic and Management Sciences. Now, fortunately, at the University of Pretoria, we have, for instance, a program where we can combine all these fields of interest because we offer BCom informatics. We are going to use your IT skills also in a business environment. So immediately, there will be some careers that will be directed and that will find themselves in these fields of interest. Let us look at a third example. This person has quite a very broad field of interest, which is not unusual for people at your age. Because remember, you are still young. You don't know what you would like to do exactly. So this person has a very broad field of interest. But it's making it also more interesting. Because still we can see where they are quite high, where they are lower, and where there is no interest. In this case, there's 2 fields of interest that shows 100%, which is plants and animals and health support services. Now, immediately when you talk plants and animals at the University of Pretoria, we are talking about BSc programs. becoming veterinary sciences or veterinarians, or going into zoology or agricultural sciences. There's many careers in that field. But combining it with the health sciences and the health support services, typically it can be something like veterinary nursing or veterinarians. Or if you only look at the health sciences, it doesn't have to be necessarily in the field of animals. It can also be medicine. It can be dentistry. It can be all the programs in the Faculty of Health Sciences. So the point is, what I would like to bring across to you is that each one of these fields of interest has got a lot of careers inside them that you probably don't know all about. And that is exactly the reason why we would like to show you how to access now these fields of interest, to get to the careers and then go and browse through all the careers. And in this way, you are going to make sure whether you are really interested in that career, because we are looking for that career that's really going to tick your interest. And once we are there, once you go through those careers and you decide, listen, this is what I would like to become one day, then it's much easier to go back and to say, this is then the study program that I must study. So it's going to make your decision much easier. Now, fortunately, we've got a lot of resources that can assist us. I told you last time about the very useful website from PACE Careers that we are going to demonstrate to you now. And then you will exactly see how you, on your own, according to your personal evaluation that you have, can go and find your way towards the career that you would really like to do. What you are going to do now is to log onto the PACE Career website by typing onto your cell phone or your computer at home www.pacecareers.com. Please make sure that you remember the website www.pacecareers.com that you will see at the top of the screen. Very useful website. You're not going to use all the functionalities now, but I'm going to show you a way to get to the careers. The next thing that you're going to do is to click at the top on the services button. Then you will click on the first banner there, Get Career Guidance. Right at the bottom, you click on Get Career Guidance. And then this you will recognize, because this is the career questionnaire that you all completed and that you will have the results now with you. Now you've already completed this questionnaire, so right at the top on the left-hand side, you will see the questionnaire, but you are going to the second link there which says occupations, because we want to have a look at the careers. Now you are going to see there's literally hundreds of careers from A to Z. And you can click on each one of them, and then you are going to get short, concise, interesting information on each career, not things that's going to bother you or to bore you. So please, you are not going through all the careers. It will take too much time, but you'll see at the top, there's a link saying Browse by Field with a little plus to the right. You just click on the plus, and now you will only see the fields of interest. Now, let's take an example of someone who shows a high interest in mathematics and science. You will look for the science and mathematics link. You click on that, and now it will open up only the careers that have to do with science and maths. And there you have it. If you scroll down, you'll see there's quite a lot of them. And it's even continuing on the second page. But just for an example, you will recognize quite a number of those careers. And if you immediately know, no, I don't want to do that, obviously you don't have to go there. But let's take, for instance, a career like biophysicist that you can see there. Maybe everybody doesn't know what the biophysicist is doing. I just want to show you the format of the information. There's the biophysicist with information about what this person is actually doing. And I can promise you, you are going to read one or two sentences or one paragraph, and then you will know whether you are interested or not. If you are not interested, you're not going to waste time. You're just going to skip and you go to the next career. But the person that would be interested in this career would read a little bit further. They will see some information on specialization fields, and then very interesting, you'll get personal requirements telling you what kind of person would be happy in such a career. Like they must love mathematics. You can go through that list at each career to see whether you are going to fit into this profile. Also very useful, if you scroll down, you'll see the heading, What to Study. And now it will come back to you what I said. The moment you know what career you would like to do, then the career will tell you what you should study. And in this case, it says there you must do a BSc degree in physics. Even tells you in some instances at what universities you can do that. which is also very useful. If you scroll down, you get employment, all the places or maybe where you can get employment one day, just to give you a little bit of an idea about job opportunities. And then the link that I like a lot, and that is the one about further information, because at further information, they give you the contact details of the professional bodies. So say, for instance, you think this is the career for you, but you would like to job shadow first. You would like to talk to someone who's already in this career, but you don't know where to get hold of this person. Here is your answer now, because these people have databases of all their people in the country. So you can phone them and say, listen, I'm here from Vereniging and I'm interested in this career. Please look at your database and give me the contact details of a biophysicist closest to me. They can provide you with the information. You can contact this person and you can have a discussion. And in that way, you are going to make sure whether this is really the career for you. And then also, right at the bottom of the page, you will see related occupation. Sometimes you read a career information and then you realize, I like this, but this is not exactly the thing that I would like to do. Then you go here and then you'll see there's biochemist or physicist or whatever other careers. And if you want more information, you can again click on that. Now, this is but one career in one field of interest. Maybe you have 4 or 5 fields of interest, so you can now log onto each one of those fields of interest and you'll get all the careers. It's going to take you some time, yes, but it's not going to bore you. It's going to be excited because it's about your future. And that is what I would like to recommend, that you test it in high on your specific result. Start eliminating those careers that you don't want to do. And so you will get closer to 1 or 2 or 3 careers that you are really interested in. Put in some effort, do some job shadowing with them. And in that way, at the end, you will realize this is the career for me and you'll have clarity on what to study. I hope that you all understand quite well now what we said and explained how you should go about to enter these careers. If you have some questions, you are most welcome to contact us to the Junior Tikkie office. You already have the contact details that we can assist you. But enjoy this exercise, and I really hope that it will make your process of deciding on a proper career and a study choice much easier. Thank you.